Okay. Hello. This is
Leia.
this is Leia and Brian and Evan and Christine, which I'm not going to film myself because then I lose the camera. But this is our second session of 2024 Fuel for Life. So we've had some good results. The last one, which was in February, I believe. I have to think. But so this is my third time kind of running it. I like to do it with you guys. I like the accountability of it and being a part of it. I kind of wanted to maybe go around and talk about what your goals are. You might have already done this with Mike, but just so we can kind of understand. I don't know if it's weight loss, performance, sleep, just overall nutrition, all the above. Yeah. So, you want to start?
Sure. I think my top one was have energy
Yes.
for the day.
Good one.
Like to have a good amount because I work, I have kids, so and I never had time for myself, so that's why I joined the 5 a.m. class before everybody wakes up.
Yes.
It has worked. Then, now that I have that part, losing weight, definitely.
Okay.
Trying to get back to before baby.
Okay.
Weight, if I can. But just do something for myself and enjoy something and do something
Great.
that I can see results.
Yes. Great. Okay. Brian?
Simple for me. I just want to cut out the bad foods.
Yeah.
Slim down a little bit with belly, but really just stop eating bad foods. So just think the more I eat good foods, the less I eat.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, for me, I guess it was just having accountability for myself, right? And I have 4 kids, and so there's always snacks at the house, right? So
Okay.
6 and under, so it's really good snacks, but I find myself eating those too much. And just having accountability, and if I'm not on a program, I found that I venture off where it shouldn't be, right? So it's something that's structured is just good for me, right? It helps me kick it into gear, and I think
Gotcha.
getting food in line, hopefully have results, I'd like to lose some weight, gain some muscle mass, lose weight, I
Yeah.
feel like recomposition goes.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay. And it's just the three of y'all here tonight with me, but we do have, I think, three or four more that are doing it as well. So it is a nice sized group. We should really utilize that Facebook page. I know, Brian, you already got it started, which I like. But yeah, so we'll utilize that. And of course, I'm available. Y'all are in the mornings, but I'm here most evenings. So we can kind of get together and talk about things. My goals are the same as y'all. Overall performance, losing some of this extra weight. I started a new job, and we've got travel, we've got commute, we've got all kinds of added fun parts to that. And you know what I didn't realize, because I was remote before this, was the amount of food people bring into the office. I was like, every day someone's brought donuts or someone has cake. Somebody is like getting lunch. And it's like, oh, it's just sandwiches. And then it's like, oh, well, we're bringing in barbecue today. And it's just constant. And I'm like, this week I've really been like, no, I'm going to eat the food that I brought. And I'm going to stay away from all these snacks and things like that. They have chips everywhere and cookies. I'm just like, it's really, really hard. So imagine it's very similar with the kids. Not necessarily unhealthy snacks, but just snacks everywhere.
Well, I think it's maybe not like wheat thins, like stuff like that. You think is like okay to eat,
And then you look at it.
I can have handfuls of these. Like, no, you probably should have done that.
Yep. Okay.
Totally. That's exactly what it is. It's there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Sometimes healthy food, but the amount is too much.
Yes.
Because I enjoy eating healthy, and it's like I learned a while back, but it's just slowly, progressively, I started eating more of the healthy. So it's too much.
Yep.
It's been too much, and I was like, why am I gaining so much weight? Why is my clothes so tight?
Yeah.
And I'm still eating healthy. I'm eating a salad.
I'm like, look at this
I'm eating
salad.
eggs.
Yeah.
I'm eating eggs, but
I'm like, I've got
When you-
all these great things on this salad, and then
Yeah.
everything's said and done, and it's nice and big and stuff, and then it's like, wow, that's like 800 calories. It's like, how did that even happen?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's let's see. I guess we should start with, so y'all have looked at the meal plan. You got started this weekend. Yeah. Yeah. And everything makes sense so far.
I think the only that, yeah, I think the one that is interesting to me is like, you know, all of us are different body compositions, but also different sizes, and yet
Yes.
we're all on the same points,
Yes.
which is interesting to me. Like, why is that? Right? Like, you know,
Yeah, and I think it's just a good starting point, and we'll reevaluate as we go along. So like, if this point system, if you're constantly hungry the whole time,
Yeah. I'm waking up like hungry.
yeah.
In the morning. So,
And, you know, of course, with the adjustment, you'll have some days like that, but let's give it at least a week.
okay, and then you see from there.
And then, yeah, then if you are like hungry all the time, then we'll probably bump it up a little. But of course, we're going to look at what things we're going to bump up, right? Or if somebody is just like, a lot of people, especially girls, when they start it, they're like, so much food. And they're just full all the time. It's hard to get all the meals in. So we might back it down a little, you know. So we'll adjust as we go along.
Used to eating. I rarely eat breakfast. I just get up and go. Sometimes I don't even eat lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're one of those that you're going to have to force yourself to kind of get on a schedule.
You know, I basically intermittent fasting all the time.
Yeah.
And then at night, just eat a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, this and I also noticed like a 4-point meal can sometimes be like so much. So I'll split it, you know, into, okay, well, I'll have half of it for breakfast and then half of it. So it's still the balanced. So I'm not doing like, oh, I'm just going to eat the fruit here and then I'm going to have the protein here. I'm still doing the whole meal. It's just kind of cut in half. And then in 2 hours, I'll try the other half, eat the other half. Yeah.
I feel like the hardest part for me has been trying to, like the little green box of vegetables, right? Trying to actually like, have the bulk of that ready to go. I feel like everything
Yep.
that's easy to produce is like in lower quantities in the starchy carbs. It's like spaghetti squash, sweet potatoes, all the stuff that's super easy, but it's like, I'm not getting any green vegetables. Oh, if I want to do spinach, it's 6 cups of spinach.
Yeah.
That's half
Yeah.
the container.
It's a whole thing. Yes.
It's like, this is
Yes.
crazy.
Well, and I think the iceberg lettuce is a whole head
Yeah, it's crazy.
of lettuce. And it's like, yeah, a lot of salads, or like a good way to get a lot of it in is like the shakes, because you can put a bunch of spinach in the shake and blend it up. Yeah,
A lot of shakes.
yeah. So you can get a good portion of vegetables in those shakes, and you can do that as a snack meal too, you know, or break it up or whatever.
Can we do a shake for a meal?
I do that for breakfast.
Yeah.
The chocolate caffeine one or whatever, milk with chocolate.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy. Yeah. And there's a handful of spinach.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of the good things that we'll get out of this are going to be, you know, a lot of recipes. So that's fun. Each time we do a new round and new people, they always have something new to share. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, I want that recipe. Ooh, I want that sauce recipe, because a lot of this is like playing around with different flavors to make stuff more exciting sometimes, you know. So that's good. And then we're going to see some differences in, like I said, overall performance. I know that Abby, which I think all of y'all know Abby, she saw a lot in the performance area when she was doing this. And then, you know, what did I say? Sleep, performance, energy. Yes. Yeah. That's a big one. And I need some of that, because with this commute, I'm like, an hour and a half in the car. I just want to
One way or both?
go one way. So I just want to go to sleep, and bumper to bumper, I'm just like, oh man, so I'm excited about that, and just kind of getting the overall back in a good routine, because I work very much on routine personally. So let's see what else. I think, okay, so you've got your meal plans, you're all started. Any struggles so far besides chips?
I just find myself eating, like when I try to do little snacks during the day, like the almonds and like fruit or whatever, I eat 6 almonds.
I know.
I eat like 20 almonds. So I don't know how to back off
Yeah. Well, and maybe you can look at it more as an over the day kind of thing and cut out some of the fat in other areas if you're going to have more more nuts during a snack, you know. But kind of piecing it out throughout the day tends to help me with the different blood sugar spikes and things like that. So it makes it to where you're less hungry, less sleepy, different areas, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean,
For me, like, I was doing the same thing. I was like, 3 almonds or like 6 peanuts. Like, what is this? So I like found myself going to the healthy fats and finding whatever gives me the most volume because I'm hungry. Like breakfast, snack, lunch, I'm ready to eat. And so like avocados is a tablespoon, and hummus is a tablespoon. So like those have been more volume. So I've been doing that just to like kind of. It's proved, but it's like
feel like it's more.
It's like it's more. It feels more because it just takes up more space on my plate, right? Because I have 3 almonds. It's like I used to eat 3 handfuls, right?
For sure.
So,
That was what I used to do. And then I started back doing like celery and bell peppers. This now on that.
Yep. Yeah, and like, you know, cucumbers, you can get a lot of volume with that. And yeah, celery, you know, those kinds of things to where, I mean, you can't get all the hummus that you want with it, but you know, just keep shoving those in all day long.
I think the other thing that's been tough too is like during cooking, trying to like, so like I'm from South Louisiana, so Tony Chachere's is like our go-to. But it's like that has so much extra stuff in it, so like trying to like come up with your own spices has taken a little bit of work.
Yeah.
It's like things taste a little bit different, right? So trying to eliminate that, or like salad dressings being, like trying to figure out, am I even gonna put salad dressing? What should I use?
I have a hard time with salad dressing myself. I like to drench the thing, so I'm like, I gotta measure this out again because I got out of the habit of knowing like a good, yeah.
That's right.
Are you guys writing down everything, like every single day for each meal?
So I don't know, like, but I don't know, like in the packet they had like a weekly thing.
Yes.
So the first day I went through and wrote everything out, and I was like, okay, so this is like, gave me an idea where I was at, so I kind of tried to repeat that same thing. So I haven't really wrote it every day. It's kind of my breakfast has been the same every day.
Right.
Lunch
I
is
try to do that too.
Yeah,
Like
lunch has been
breakfast
maybe
is the
a
same.
little bit of adaptation, but for me it's been hard to find like the vegetables. I've been like, well, fruit's easy to grab, so I'm like eating more fruit probably than I should be, right? But pretty similar. But I'm not writing down every day, but it's been at least 3 days in. It's been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
But it's helped.
Just trying to follow the breakfast, snack, lunch.
I kind of plan mine out at the beginning of the week, so I don't necessarily write it down every day, but I maybe should get in the habit of it. Like, if I'm going to eat anything outside of it, I should definitely write it down so that I know, okay, well, clearly I didn't follow the plan, you know? But for the majority of it, I'm like, if I plan it out at the beginning of the week, I could even write it down like, hey, Monday through Thursday, this is what I'm having for lunch. This is what I'm having for breakfast. These are my snacks. But again, I'm a very routine person, so I can eat the same thing every day personally. My husband cannot. He is like, chicken again? Right. And like, we just had a salad yesterday. So that's another part of it.
Because I have to cook for my family.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Some things on the list I didn't think were good, like rice. And I was just eating a lot of rice, and I think there was pasta on there too, right? Just a little bit of it.
Yep.
Quinoa too, right?
Yeah, I like all that stuff. So I mean,
Yeah. I mean, carbs are easy for me. I'm like, okay. The hard part is having too many of them, you know, because of course the vegetables are carbs as well, but you know what I mean, the starchy.
I got stuff in the family too. But then I just am used to it, so it's hard now.
Yeah.
I know everybody that are cooked, but it was good.
Well, and you know, that whole thing of, you know, cooking for the families and stuff like that, I don't have small children, but I know it's a struggle for them for most anyways, to eat their vegetables and things like that. So you can try to play around with blending vegetables and putting it in things like, I forget, I think it was Lindy maybe was blending squash and putting it in the spaghetti sauce or whatever, so they couldn't see that it was there, and it really didn't change the taste because it was like yellow squash.
You can do that. Protein shakes, you can add
Yeah.
squash and then have a taste.
Yeah. Yeah, and the kids like frozen drinks usually, right, with fruit. Yeah. Yeah. So that's some ideas.
Trying that hard to cut them up, throw a little bit of stuff on them, maybe a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and put it in the oven.
I start to get in a little bit of a rut though. I could eat broccoli all the time. So my go-tos are broccoli, fresh green beans, Brussels sprouts. I like cauliflower. Yeah. I try to get a lot of the green, ones in, but yeah, I do like cauliflower. So all of that, and then I'm like, okay, now I've had this for weeks in a row. All of these things, I need like some sort of variety. So yeah, adding in those like the squash here and there.
There's also those powder vegetables.
That is true. Yep.
Mix with water. Just a bunch of that.
And I think Mike has a brand that he likes for the protein and the greens and like your BCAAs and things like that. So I can ask him to post that on the page.
For the past year, probably my wife and I, she doesn't more religiously than I do, but Athletic Greens, AG1, you've seen those ads
yes.
all over.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not cheap. I mean, it's almost $80 a month to do it, but it's just a powder. You shake up with water, and it actually doesn't taste bad at all. And it's veggies all in there.
Yeah, I probably need to supplement with something like that.
Is it a certain a scoop is X amount of vegetables or something?
I don't really know how much is in it, but I know that it's Athletic Greens. I mean, that's what it's about. And they have travel packs. But it's just like 8 ounces of water and a scoop of it.
Yeah. So that's another option to try to get some more in there. I know it's a lot.
Does that count towards points?
It would count towards the vegetable points, I would think. So I would have to see the actual serving size and what's in it. But yeah, we could figure out how to get that added in.
I have no idea. I'm not good at keeping
Yeah.
points and see if I'm there or not. But
How often are we going to be measure or like check for progress?
Every week.
Every week. So every Friday.
Yeah, if you're coming in the mornings, Fridays are good. We also, I don't know if y'all are interested or if you're with your kids and stuff on Saturday mornings, but our workouts on Saturday mornings, I've been coming to those so we can do a weigh-in if you come in on Saturdays, or yeah, even as late as Mondays, and try to get that in. So we have a whole spreadsheet where we're kind of marking your progress. So we've got, all of the different things that we send out from email. The different articles to read. There's going to be some videos to watch. They're short videos. There's only one long one that is a good one to use like on Sunday while you're meal prepping. Just like prop it up on your phone and listen to it while you're getting everything
the
done.
one that Mike said was on the nutrition page. I don't know. He said there was one to watch. I couldn't find it.
Okay, I'll find it for you. So it's the.
Yeah, I forgot.
Did you watch that one?
Look for it.
No, he showed me how to find it. It's at the top of it. I forgot to go back and check.
Is it on the main Facebook page?
The
or
main
on-
Facebook page. There should be two like not sponsored but feature videos.
Okay.
But I didn't see it on my phone. But he showed it from his computer.
Okay, yeah, we'll look. Right after this is fine. But I think that was just the original nutrition. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
He said to watch.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll want to watch that. And then, we'll mark down, if you've read the articles and if you've watched the videos and stuff like that, because we'll talk about it in this. And then when you do your weekly weigh-ins, and that's going to have body fat percentage too.
Okay.
How does it calculate the body fat percentage? So like, I know the scale just like punches out a number. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like,
It's probably not as accurate as you're going to want for like a real but it bases it off of, a lot of it has to do with water intake and things like that. So, can play around with those things. But it gives us a nice number to measure off of. And you can see if you're trending good, Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't in my nature, but I'm sure you can see the trends.
Yes. And then you want to speak with a coach every week. a few minutes here and there, get a nice little one-on-one, see how you're doing. If you have any questions, that could be Mike, me, Abby, and then that you're getting your workouts in, however many you said was your goal for during this time. And then we have weekly challenges. So I don't know if y'all saw the weekly challenge. Yes.
We're done.
Yeah.
Oh, you already finished
No,
those?
we've done 2,000, and then we've got 3,000 tomorrow. Mike said every time you hop on it
I
counts.
mean, tomorrow. We'll be done tomorrow.
After tomorrow.
Okay.
we'll be done.
All right. Good job.
And I mentioned that this morning. I was like, I was in the middle. I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore.
We thought the
Didn't.
3,000 from tomorrow were not counted.
Yep. Like it was an
But Mike
extra.
said it was, so we just, okay, we're
Yeah.
Technically, it was only 2,000 over the.
I'd be okay.
There you go. I think part of it is also that you're tracking it and doing a little extra here and there, because every week we're not going to have
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So haven't watched the nutrition video, but
Okay.
how important is it to eat on a schedule? Because what's happening to me, I feel very full in the breakfast, and then I work, and
Yeah.
then I work for like 4 hours, and then I don't want to
Snack,
stop
yeah.
because I got my momentum at work, right? But then I eat lunch and it's not sufficient. Then I feel hungry for the rest of the day.
Okay.
So is it because I'm not forcing myself to have a morning snack 2 hours or 2.5 hours after my breakfast? Do I need to eat every 2 hours to?
So we'll get into some more of that. That'll be later in the program that we start introducing like more specifics like that. Just because we kind of start slow, get used to the food at first, get used to reading the stuff and doing the challenges. And then we kind of add as we go along. But I would strongly recommend trying to go every 2 to 3 hours eating. I think it makes a difference in energy levels specifically, because those spikes in blood glucose and everything like that are what causes that drop and that dip. So I think it will explain it in the video, but I would recommend, if you can, if you're already ready to do that, I would start kind of trying to work towards that.
And do we need to eat a certain time after the workout?
I usually do a protein shake within an hour, but that's, That's-
Where
yeah.
I need to improve because I come to the 5 a.m. and I'm not eating before.
okay.
And now I used to have breakfast, but I started I get home and start getting the kids ready. So I'm skipping breakfast. So I don't eat breakfast until after I drop off my kids, and that's 8 p.m.
Yeah, I would say if y'all aren't having
8 a.m.,
breakfast,
sorry, 8
yeah,
a.m. 8 a.m.
I know what you meant.
8 a.m. 8 a.m. So
If y'all are not
Is that
eating
a
breakfast before you work out, then you definitely need to eat breakfast
so a shake.
after. And when I say shake, so mine is a supplement. Yours would be a meal. So you're gonna need to do like a whole breakfast.
Yes,
In a
I
shake.
was doing protein shake after workout, but I've stopped because, to your point.
Because of the points.
Yeah, well, what's the point? So it's like, well, now I gotta put together this whole entire protein shake that would be my breakfast.
Yeah.
Whereas to your point, I was treating it as a supplement
I'll
at
get it.
6:30, and
I'll
then,
get the rest.
and then there
Thanks,
was,
Jenny.
And then breakfast would come, right? So it's actually been tough for me to do that because it's like, well, I've got this breakfast that I made. I want to eat it a little bit later because to your point, I was getting hungry too. But I'm eating at 8:30 for breakfast, have snack at 10:30, and then lunch at 12:30. So I'm like every.
So you're having nothing after.
Coffee.
But,
Okay.
I drink my coffee right after.
so your first meal is at 8.
8 a.m. Yeah. And then snack and then lunch.
One of those protein shakes is the meal that's on that list. Those 7 or 8 recipes. Yeah. So I've made a couple of this the night before. Just put it in the fridge and then scrapped it right before I left for work.
Yeah.
That's good.
It was fine. It's just like warm coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you go straight from here to work?
No.
Okay. So you could go throw some ice in it and blend it to make it. Yeah.
But I
So
like.
it's a
I-
shake. So your breakfast is a shake.
No, my breakfast, I've been doing Greek yogurt, 3/4 cup Greek yogurt, 1.5 teaspoons of almond butter, and a cup and a half of grapes.
Okay.
Right, because I've been needing more food. So grapes can load me up. I need more food, and so it's like, well, I'm going to do that because the shake
Okay.
doesn't fill me up. I just down it, and I'm still hungry.
Yeah.
So that's I've been struggling with.
Yeah.
Try the shakes with the more spinach.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I
Yeah.
never thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it fills me up.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about doing a shake.
And
My own shake.
so you're having only fruit as for your carbs in the
At
morning?
that time, yeah, Greek yogurt and fruit at that time.
Throw some oats in there.
I would throw some oats in there.
Yeah.
Especially if you're hungry all day. I would throw, and you can even do that in the shake. Like, don't cook them.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the shake, blend it up, and it thickens it too. But that would be. But it's also recommended that you do something before you work out. I know 5 a.m. And I struggle with that a lot now that I'm getting up at 5 every day. But doing something like, even if it's just a protein shake and like half a banana or something before you work out, I know it's tough.
It
And it's
is.
going to take some
I-
getting used
I feel
to.
like I'll throw up.
I tried
like
at the beginning,
side
but I didn't feel comfortable.
Okay.
My body's so used to
I don't know
it,
if I,
I've done it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel better.
I didn't think bananas were supposed to be good for you.
I mean, they're one of the higher sugar content, right? So it would maybe up your energy for that time. But yeah,
Yeah, but is it, I guess, to like asking about the breakfast, like, well, my breakfast is just grapes, like I'm in the fruit, I should break that up to get a little bit of the starchy carbs and
I would.
vegetables?
yeah. Trying to
So
think
we
what
should
Abby
have
does because I've
starchy
seen some of
carbs
her
on breakfast.
Yeah, I mean,
breakfast too. But yeah.
I've done it before. I just,
Yeah.
Oh, I need grapes. Grapes are there. Oh, 3 times.
Yep.
That's 3 points.
the
Right.
grab and go stuff is so important.
You
So
mentioned how you eat during the day. Like Sunday, I make Ziploc baggies with fruit and then with like almost veggies with celery and bell peppers and potatoes or whatever, and I did hummus with that. And I also did like some grilled salmon or baked some salmon. I actually did in a skillet. Just put that as a block, and then just I can't remember what else I have. There's a couple other things. I just put them in Ziplocs, and then each day this week I just grab them and I have them as snacks. Same with the almonds.
and we got one of those big turkey breasts and just did it in the oven ourselves, right? And I can get you guys the recipe for that. And then when it comes out, it sits for like 3 hours, and then you just slice it all. And I'm talking about, it makes a ton of like lunch meat, and that's good for a protein with your snack, something like that.
Fish and all that. So the salmon, just little pieces, just take
A
5 pieces
snack?
of it. I mean,
I know, that's what I was like.
it's like a little. It ends up being like that big.
I mean, that's great for you, but I don't even think I don't like it cold, and then I don't want to go
Yes, I do.
heat it up and.
I like when I go to like just go salad bar or whatever. The salmon.
Okay, yeah,
I've been doing boiled eggs. That's my protein.
yes,
the other
that's a
thing
great one.
That's the
Yep.
other thing I do.
Did like
a boiled egg and it was
8 of
Oh,
them.
boiled
and
eggs,
just
that's my
cracked
breakfast.
Ah.
Boiled
Okay.
eggs, boiled eggs,
I see it
avocado.
done.
And I was doing half an English
Yep.
English muffin, but then I switched to the grapes because I didn't see the English muffin in the
Yeah.
list. So
Bread list.
my thought was like maybe we shouldn't be eating bread. So I'm trying the grapes, and I feel full. And I'm telling you, like I can work for 4 hours and not think about lunch, but then it's 1 or 2 p.m. and I'm starving.
Yeah.
It's like it goes like quick. I'm starving and I need food now, and
Yeah, I would really try to do the 2 to 3 hours, like set a timer, just to be like aware of what time it is or how long it's been, and then and even if you're too full, then break that breakfast up into 2 meals and do one right when you're done working out, and one
yeah.
as
I
a
think
snack,
I'm gonna start doing the
and then
shake.
another snack.
The
Yeah,
shake.
Good idea.
yeah,
There's several different. I haven't tried all of them on there, but
yeah,
I'm going to.
yeah. So that's some really good stuff.
Right.
So, all right, now I've held y'all over. Good first meeting, and then this will be posted on the Facebook page so that those who couldn't be here can at least watch it and get their points for it. But you already got your points for coming, and like I said,
Get us.
winning. Yes, bragging rights. And I tell people, you're gonna get out of this what you put into it, right? And the more, at least when we're tracking this by points like that, then like if somebody says, oh, it didn't work for me, well, we can be like, okay, well, did you go to the meetings? Did you participate? Did you read the articles? All of that kind of stuff. so that we can say, well, maybe it didn't work because you didn't do it, you know. But I think everyone so far has gotten something out of it,
Yeah.
if, you know. So,
Many weekends this week. And they're in the cap.
Me too. In the pantry, Breaker made a big cake in it for today at work. Didn't
oh
it?
gosh.
Yeah, stuff.
All right, I'm going to turn this off.